knew that I wanted to be in the military in some way or another since I was very young. I can't think of one particular event that triggered it. Just as a child, I knew I wanted to join the Army. It just seemed like the best fit for me. It seemed like the place that needed me the most, too. My basic training was, you'd call it the officer version at West Point. So that was 2006, I started there, eventually graduated in 2010 with a life sciences degree. Immediately after that, went to the infantry training. Finally finished that one in, I think it was summer of 2011. And yeah, not long after that was a deployment. I would talk about my injury, but I have no memory of it, honestly.
Okay.
And that's just a result of the TBI.
Yeah.
And the things that I know, the few that I know, are from other people who were there and told me about it. We were going to one of the local villages, trying to build up some relationship with them and get them onto our side. And the area that we were in, it was full of their version of very basic vineyards. So you couldn't drive some of the heavy equipment that we had. So you had to do everything on foot, and you have to follow these paths because you can't cross these large vineyard fences on there. And they were really very good, unfortunately, at setting up IEDs in ways that we couldn't detect. When we were moving, myself and my RTO, basically our radio telephone operator, we both stepped on two devices. I lost both legs. There were many severe injuries, and it was the same for my RTO. I was unconscious the entire time, up until, honestly, we got back into the States.
So we crossed paths when we were at Walter Reed. I was actually in the Navy, and I was a nurse, so I was stationed there. And we met when about a year and a half after Nick's injury, so he'd kind of already gone through the worst of his recovery and was well into the rehab phase. And actually the first time that I ever saw Nick was we were both swimming. I don't know if you know this. We were both swimming at the base pool. I was there and I saw him get in and swim, and I was like, well, there's no way I'm stopping my workout until he finishes his. Like, if he can do it, I better keep going too. And then probably, I don't know, maybe a month or two after that, we did meet. And once he left the hospital, we started going out, and about a little over a year later, we were engaged.
I guess that's it. You guys ready to take a look at it?
Yeah.
Show you guys around?
Yeah.
All right, come on.
Thank you very much to Patriots for Patriots, and we especially want to shout out Dave Perry from Perry Custom Concretes, who, that guy, I can't even tell you how many hours he stood sweating over this patio and over the fire table, and days on end he was here just making it absolutely perfect.
Most people wouldn't think of, unless you're in a wheelchair, that's important, is having any kind of surface like this, or these ones that are used as seats. Well, I can actually set things down. If I have a drink or something, when you're in a wheelchair, you're using one hand to hold things, but you're supposed to use both of them to move. So having things around that are close by where I can set something on it, that makes things so much easier.
We can't wait to just come out here in the evening with a drink and sit on the patio and watch Nathan play in the backyard and have family over to sit at the table. And it's just, we're very, very grateful and very excited to start using it.